This is yet another story of my growing years in Tele. On weekends or weekdays, in the afternoon after school, my brother and I would be gallivanting around town, going around, looking for things to do. If it's durian season, we would go to the jetty and start taking durians from from the boats, passing up the durians. We get the reward later in the day. But this time it was a bit different because Talansans is such a small town that anything happens, we would know about it. There was this funeral parlor smack in the middle of town. It is still there. It was when the town started. It is right in the middle of Talansans' famous eating place. I think it was Market Street. Now it's gone. Yeah, it's known as Jalan Maharani. So that's where you get the chichong fun, you get the losi fun, you get the pulut, whatever. All started, especially among the Chinese. It started years and years ago, probably in the 40s. Immediately after the war. Okay, right in the middle, there was this, still exists, a funeral parlor. And those people who die in Thailand, especially the Cantonese, they will have their wake service there. So my relatives, my own father, my grandfather, grandmother have gone through that, the wake service, Kwantong Association, they call it. Okay. So there was, we were there. So having taken our small breakfast, whatever little money we have. So my brother told me, why don't we just join the funeral procession and make some money? I said, what? Is that possible? So we waited for things to happen, you see. So there was this, those days when a person died, he would be lying there, for the big service, 2 nights or 3 nights. And on the day of the burial, the corpse, I mean, the body will be put in a hearse and they will round the town where he used to haunt, his favorite places before he took a ride to this Changajong 9 mile to be buried those days, 9 miles away. So the going around town, there would be a lot of banner carriers. The banners would be, a piece of cloth, you know, beautiful cloth, and on top of it would be bamboo. The cloth would show, and there would be a lot of writings to show what he had been when he was alive, and silk cloth. They are big and small banners. So we went to the man. My brother went to the man and said we would like to be the banner carriers. So the old man said, "Okay, all right." So we didn't ask for the price because it's all excitement. The band was in front and we were at the back. So there are different sizes. So I took a small one that I could carry. So my brother took a bigger one, very long. It's about easily about almost 8 feet, 8 feet high. It's a big bamboo, and tied a banner, a silk cloth with some Chinese writings. So it was fun. We went. I think the funeral carriers, not only myself, my friends also. We all went in, just without shirt, barefoot, the little rascals. Funeral carrier, we just follow the hearse. They will be in front. The mourners would be in front. We were at the back carrying the banners. We went around the town, and there were drums, wailing and music. So the idea was to, yeah, go around town, the places where he had been when he was alive, the disease. So, but when we went to when we had to go through the hospital, the district hospital those days in Anson Road, then they have to tone down the noise when you pass the hospital. After that, it was tong tong chang again. So until we went to, it took some time, maybe about an hour. Then we reached the clock tower. There was a bus station, and the mourners went up the bus, and the banners we surrendered the banners to the workers who took it rapidly took it in the lorry. Okay, so our job was done. So after that, an old man came around. We were sweating profusely. So he was looking at us, and his hands were in his pocket, jingling, 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 jingling. With great expectation, we thought, wow, this time we would be paid. And for that, the ice ball, with rolling eyes, was looking the way he paid. He took up some coins and pressed it on each one of the boys. I noticed it was 50 cents. Wow, that's a lot of money. Wow, so he was with a smirk on his lips. When he came to me, he took up a coin and pressed it into my palm. I look at it, it was only 20 cents. I look at him, and he looked at me. Knowing my thoughts, he said, don't look at me. You're a small kid. Your brother gets more. Because he's a heavy banner. Yours is a very, very small one. So it's good enough for you. I didn't say anything. I just looked at the 20 cents and clenched my fist. That's all. My brother just put his hands around my shoulder. Let's go. Let's go for the ice bowl. And then immediately we about turned and ran away from the bus stand. We ran as fast as we could. We went to our famous, our popular ice water store. The lady was called Funche. It was just opposite my school. So I had an ice ball. My brother had an ice ball too. Ice ball in those days, crushed ice, and then you have red beans and sassy on top. That was great. So we sat there, we enjoy ourselves. That was the time we had this. I was, a banner carrier, funeral banner carrier. That's right. I don't know how many of you guys have had that experience. So small town people, those days, what else could we do? There was nothing, to really, if besides playing tops and kites, fishing. This was the next good thing that we are making money along the way. We had fun, we made money, and also during season, and apart from stealing fruits, that was the life we led. But after that, when my mother came to know about it, we had the biggest caning in our life. So what the heck you were doing? People are dying and you are fooling around. So I don't care how much you are making, but it's not the right thing to do. So we got caned. We got caned. That was one experience that I will never forget. So my brother, we had fun. He was always there for me. We enjoyed life together, really great adventure. So I was 10, he was 12. So the Kwantong Association is still there. Each time I go there, this thing will come back to my mind. But then again, you see, because this funeral parlor still exists, and many of my relatives, I have attended their wake service, and it's recent as 3 years, 2 years back. Two of my brother-in-laws died, and they had the service there. And besides, right in the morning, people are having their makan, they eating. But today, it is just, a part of life. They'll be eating and they'll be asking who passed away. So, and continue the eating. Nothing weird, nothing bizarre. So if you come to KL, it will be very bizarre. How can I eat next to a corpse? But this is what it is. Talenson. That's Talenson for you. So if you go back to the Talenson of old, you attend any of this week. So it's not that you have a friend, but you can have your breakfast and observe the rites going on. It's still 60 years ago, it's still functioning. The parlor is still there. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.